to the stage, Dan Donnelly.
Thank you, Brian. Hello, everybody. Is anybody celebrating anything of their birthdays? Yes? Okay, we're not going to talk. It's a weird thing to celebrate, though, right? Made it another year without killing yourself, you get a cake. Which sounds like a good deal, until you find out you only get the cake if somebody cares about you. I told this joke here one time, and a very optimistic-looking 19-year-old girl sitting in the front row of the audience shouted out, "You know you can buy your own cake!" That's not way sadder than my original joke. Just me sitting at home with a loblaw sheet cake. Happy birthday to me. I had a difficult birthday a couple of years ago. I turned 35 and my dad died at 70. So there's a very good possibility that my life is halfway over. Thanks. But I'm hoping with the right diet and exercise, I can get it down to early 60s. Because I am tired of this shit. And I don't think it counts as suicide if you just don't take care of yourself. You learn things getting older. Wisdom of age is a real thing. For example, as a young person in my teens and early 20s, I could not get laid to save my life. I know, can you believe it? But I learned later on that this had nothing to do with me as a person. It had to do with the kind of guys I was interested in, who, let's say, were a little bit on the pretty side. And it turns out that pretty 20-year-old gay boys aren't looking for a boyfriend so much as they're looking for a dad. Who isn't just a little disappointed their high school sport was drama club. So all I had to do was age badly and grow a beard, and now all of a sudden, I'm having the most sex of my life. It's crazy. This daddy thing really works. Ladies, if you're into younger men, grow the beard. I swear, I have 3 boys waiting for me right now to pick them up from soccer practice. Their mom's gonna be so mad, guys. Look, if I have a vice, it is dating younger. At least that's what the police will tell you. I mean, it's a vice, it's an addiction. It's like heroin, right? Because it starts out really fun and then very shortly gets very expensive. Often imported from Southeast Asia. You get the idea. You get the idea what's going on. No, I like younger guys, which I don't apologize for. There's something very attractive about someone who's still so young. They think life's going to work out. It's really hot, guys. I recently had sex with absolutely the hottest guy I've had sex with in my entire life. That's usually an applause break, but fine. He was clearly a meth addict, but he was in those early hot stages of meth addiction. He looked exactly like Timothy Chalamet, except about 6 months into a really serious problem. Which is right when you want to catch him, right? Because 6 months in, they've lost a lot of weight, so they're looking good. Got that thin sheen of sweat on their forehead like a Dickensian street urchin slowly dying of consumption. So hot, guys, so hot. 6 months, they still have all the teeth, which is really good. Because teeth are an all or nothing deal when somebody is sucking your dick for meth. I'm just kidding, guys, that's a joke. That would be terribly exploited. If I sucked his dick, it was fine. No, actually, believe it or not, I recently got a boyfriend, which is really exciting. Yay! It got serious really fast, mostly because I gave him syphilis. That was our Valentine's Day. No, it was good because I didn't know how to have the conversation about being sexually exclusive, so I let Ontario Public Health do it for me. Has anybody ever had syphilis? People don't usually clap for that. But do you know how they treat it? They take 2 huge needles and they put them one after the other right into your ass and pump you full of like a liter full of fluid, which is oddly similar to how I got syphilis, so I don't know how it's supposed to help. They used to call it the French disease because it really sucks. You feel so terrible you can do nothing but lie down and surrender. As opposed to the French-Canadian disease where the bacteria keep threatening to leave your body even though they can't survive without a host. So, believe it or not, I have not always been this hot, so the longest term relationship in my life has been with porn. Which, to look at you guys seems true of you as well. But I'm of an age where, I started looking at porn online before you could look at, watching porn online before you could watch porn online. You had to look at porn online, right? You would log in with your 28.8K dial-up modem, and a single JPEG would take 20 minutes to download, and it'd always start from the top, which was not the part you wanted to see.
Thank you.
And they didn't even have Google back then, so you'd have like Ask Jeeves for butts, and then kind of hope for the best. So you're waiting for this picture to download. You have to open up a different browser program to do something else because they didn't even have tab browsing back then. You read the latest chapter of the Harry Potter fan fiction you're following, and by the time you're done with that, you've already come, so what was the point of the porn? I don't know. Speaking of porn, has anybody ever had the experience of coming across a video online with a fetish in it that you weren't previously aware you had? It's a very distressing experience, right? You're going along, you think your normal thing, and then all of a sudden your new kink. And I'm not going to kink shame you, but please do not come up to me after the show and tell me what it is. Unless you're cute and you like to get slapped in the face, then we'll talk. Whatever your new kink is pops up and you're shocked, you're disgusted, you close the tab, you step back, your heart is pounding, but so is your dick. So Control-Shift-T, you bring the tab back up, miracle of the modern web browser, and you watch it again, and maybe you watch it a few more times, and then maybe you start seeking out other videos like it until slowly but surely you work it into your real-life sex life, and then all of a sudden, 6 months later, you can't come without beheading a journalist. It's a terrible situation to be in. Okay, guys, thanks. I've been Donnelly, and Scott James.